Hi, my name is Kayla Fennell Chin, and I'm going to be doing a makeup quiz for quiz number 3. And for this problem, we have to find the derivative of the inverse at x. So we're going to find the inverse at x when x is -6. And our f of x is going to be x to the 7 plus 2x squared plus 8x plus 1. And in order to find the derivative of the inverse, we have to know a formula, and that formula is going to be 1 over the derivative of f at the inverse of x. Okay, so what we have to do first is we have to find the inverse at x. And how we do that, we just kind of guess points, either to find where it's equal to this, and then that point is going to be, when you flip it, it's going to be the inverse points. So to show you how that works, let's do this first. So if our f of x is this, so let's guess 1 when x is 1. So f at x is equal to 1 to the 7th plus 2 times 1 squared plus 1 plus 1. And all this has, we're going to try to find where it's equal to -6. So if we solve this, we have 1 plus 2 plus 8 plus 1 equal to -6. So this is 12 equal to -6, and this is not, right? So that means -1 is not our point. So let's try 1 is not our point. So let's try -1. F at -1 is going to be -1 to the 7th plus 2 times -1 squared plus 8 times -1 plus 1 equals to -6. Since it's an odd exponent, it's going to leave the negative. Even exponent is going to make it even. No exponent, so it's going to be negative plus 1. So now we have, that's going to be -6. -6. And that is right. So now our point is going to be, we have f at -1 is equal to -6. And our inverse function just tells us that once you switch your x and your y, that gives you your inverse. So technically, f at our inverse can be -6 equal to -1. So now we plug this back into here because we're trying to find x at -6. So we found our inverse at -6 is -1. So if we rewrite this, we have 1 over our derivative at f, our inverse at -6, which is equal to 1 over our derivative, and we found that this is equal to -1. So now we have to find what our derivative of our original function is. So our original function's here. So our derivative of our original function is equal to 7x to the 6th plus 4x plus 8. And we know how to take the derivative from past lessons, but just to explain, derivative, you're going to you're going to multiply by the constant, so it'd be nx to the n minus 1. So you multiply by your constant, so it's 7, and you take your exponent and -1, and you get 6. So you just do that for all of them, and derivative of a constant is just 0. So you can put +0, but it wouldn't really matter. So now we want to find our derivative at -1. So now we're going to plug in -1. So 7 times -1 to the 6 plus 4 times -1 plus 8. So now we have, it's an even exponent, so it gets rid of the negative. So 7 minus 4 plus 8 at 3 plus 8, which is 11. So now we plug this back into here. So we get 1 over our 11. And that's your final answer.